everybody, and welcome to Kickstarter update number 37. I'm standing outside the construction zone that is the Larian Studios Ghent building, and as you can see, they're starting to get ready. Now, if you remember, we had a running bet with them that we were going to be ready with the game before they were going to be ready with the construction works, so it looks like the development team is going to have to hurry up. And I have good news for you, we actually decided on the release date, and I'm going to share it with you today. But first, we have a patch to talk about, and as we take a stroll through the office, I'm going to tell you about all the cool features that we put in the newest patch for Original Sin 2. So this has been a fairly complicated patch for us to make, and as a result it's a bit late. And the reason why it was so complicated is because we added so much new things to it. I think that by far the hardest one to add was the relationship system, which is now in there. And that means that whenever you're going to talk to a companion, that companion is hopefully going to tell you some meaningful things about what's going on in the world, how it feels, what its problems are, and where it wants to go. And then depending on the actions that you are going to take or the responses that you're going to give to your companion, that companion will start forming an opinion about you, which you will see like so. And at a certain point in time, that companion will start evaluating its relationship towards you and try to figure out, do I really want to be with this person? And if the answer is no, well, it's going to be goodbye companion, so you'd better take good care of them. So what else is in this patch? Well, obviously we added a lot of extra content. You're going to find a big prelude, which is the tutorial level essentially, and it's looking pretty awesome. And then you're going to find also, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a postlude to the content that was in Act 1 on Early Access before, in which you're going to actually capture your home base. And your home base is actually a change from what we planned originally. Instead of the Hall of Echoes, we're going to let you capture a place called, well, a ship called the Lady Vengeance. And the cool part about the Lady Vengeance is that you're going to be able to travel with it through the world. So whatever you leave on the Lady Vengeance is going to go with you to the other levels that are in the game, like Act 2 and 3. And the Lady Vengeance will also be the place where you're going to develop relationships with several of the protagonists in the game, and indeed also your companions. And you have stuff like the magic mirror, so all the home-based functionality is present on the Lady Vengeance. And the Lady Vengeance is rumored to be able to fly to the Hall of Echoes. So that's in there. So you essentially have all of Act 1 now in early access. What else do we have? We have the origin skills. We have origin skills are skills that are unique to the origin story. So you'll see that Red Prince has different skills than Ifan, and Ifan has different skills than Sibyl, and Sibyl has different skills than Loze, and those are the only 4 origin characters in the early access version, because there are still 2 more origin characters coming, but we're not showing them just yet. What else do I have in this patch? There's a new character creation screen, so be sure to check that out. Let us know your feedback. It's not finished yet, so we're still working on it. We've had some problems with that. There's a whole bunch of new balancing and artwork and all the things that go with that. There is formations are in there. There's a new formation UI. That too is not 100% finished yet, but we didn't want to hold it back that much longer. You'll notice that there's different quest flows in there. There's been changes there. That's because of all the origin stories now being in there, and especially also the entire setup from the very beginning, the intro that's present in the game. And so it's a lot. It's also actually a good moment. This is meet Joachim, or creative. No, art director creative. That's me. You are the art director. There you go. The man that makes sure that the game looks as awesome as it does. So what do I want to say? I want to talk about stretch goals. So where do we stand right now? We have already a lot of stretch goals done. We have, we did the Gamemaster Mode, obviously. Gamemaster Mode, which has been received very well by both community and press. So if you didn't check out any of the articles yet, be sure to look at one of them, or indeed watch one of the streams that went live. They're going to be on the Kickstarter update page. Have a look at those, because a lot of them were hilarious to watch. So we got Gamemaster Mode, we got 2 skill tiers. We got the Polymorphers school that was added, we have the Summoner school that was added. We have the relationship system, the thing that we added today. We have the home base, arguably it's changed from Hall of Echoes to Lady Vengeance, but I think it's more awesome, and as a matter of fact you do go to the the Hall of Echoes. You actually already have the Hall of Echoes when you're playing Act 1 when you meet your gods. You have, what else is in there? Modding support. So we have a team that's working quite hard on the modding support, and we hope to show it off to you in a Twitch stream in the not so distant future, and then obviously it will be available at release. We have Tactician Mode, which grew out of proportion because it became AI 2.0, and so with AI 2.0 we can really make a very tough Tactician Mode, or at least I hope it's going to be very tough, so that you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it, with figuring out how to break it. I'm sure I'm forgetting the Mask of the Shapeshifter. That's in there. We're not releasing it yet because it's tied to the Undead race, which is the other thing that we're not releasing yet. We're going to keep those for release, together with Chris's origin character, which is the Undead, which has an awesome story, and the other origin character, which is the Dwarf origin character, which we're not talking about yet either. And then I think I've covered all of the stretch goals. Did I?
Say origin skills?
Racial skills, but that was in there already from the very beginning together. Now the origin skills is actually an extension of the racial skills, so there's more than we planned originally. Still to come is skill crafting. Maybe that'll be in for release. It's there, so we didn't cancel it, just be sure it's there. There's a new things on the crafting front also. David added a whole bunch of crafting things to this version, but there's more coming. And yeah, that'll be it on the stretch goals. So I guess that's going to be toodaloo and goodbye. Ah, the thread! The release date, of course. Oh man, I gotta go look. I forgot what it is. Hold on, 1 second.
Bert? Have you seen Bert? Have you seen Sven?
No.
Okay. Any of you seen Sven?
No, what do you mean? He was upstairs. He said he was coming back, but he's not around. What's going on?
I'm looking for the release date.
He's looking for the release date?
Try to find it. Love you lost.
Okay, still must. I give up. Alright guys, I'm sorry. September 14th, okay? September 14th, 2017, you're gonna be playing Divinity Original Sin 2 in all of its glory, with all of the content unlocked. This is the biggest RPG we've ever made. There's so much stuff in there. I hope you're gonna have a tremendous amount of fun. And I hope that we're gonna make it for that date, because we're starting to get tired and we want to get it in your hands. With that said, what can you look forward to from us in the coming months? Well, we still have a couple of announcements for you, so we're going to be making them at the appropriate time. There's going to be at least one more big patch, but that will probably be the last one, because then we have to start collecting everything, finishing everything, so that when it comes to release date, you're going to have an awesome experience. And with that, I think I've told you pretty much everything. There's going to be a Twitch stream. Details are going to be on the Kickstarter update page. There's a whole bunch of other things that I probably forgot. Details are also on the Kickstarter update page. Thank you for keeping on supporting us and sending us feedback. It helps in making a better game. And I hope you're going to enjoy all of the new content that is present in this patch, because there's a lot. There's a lot. And there's much more than meets the eye at first sight. But I'll let you discover that. Thank you everybody, thank you for watching, and see ya not so soon, but sooner. Bye bye!
In Neverwinter, in the shop of a guy named Aaron Stonebrewer and his kids. You can right-click on the Stonebrewer guys to actually trade with them. However, this is a tabletop experience.